I didn't have pain at all. What is everyone back on earth doing? I wasn't worried about that. I wasn't worried about anything. And I was overwhelmed with just the peace and just the joy and the glory of it all. Pretty quickly after finishing eating, I had a feeling that was heavy in my chest, but just felt like indigestion, and didn't really think a whole lot of it. And then I noticed pain in my left shoulder. Started to kind of go up near my jaw. My breathing was getting a little harder, shallow, and all of a sudden I just kind of had a flush of sweatiness. Just all of a sudden got real clammy and sweaty. And that's when I really started to think, well, maybe this really is something going on with my heart. So that's when I called for my daughter to come out to talk to me, and I let her know I wasn't feeling right, that I felt like I might need to go to the hospital. She's like, call 911. And so I did. So they came in, and I remember the EMT started asking me questions, who I was, how I was feeling, and I started to describe to him the pain and what all the symptoms I was feeling. And all of a sudden, I just said, my head feels funny, and I said, and my vision. And at that point, all I saw, it was like this veil, this white cloudy veil just kind of came down, and that was it. The next thing I know is I was just in a bright place and was just overwhelmed with joy and peace and happiness, and just looking around at everything or everyone, trying to see who all was there. It was a place of comfort. It was like a familiar place. Like I knew people that I loved were there, and I was trying to just looking to see what all was there and who all was there. It was just beautiful. It was just so much, just no pain, no fear, just peace, comfort, joy. It was amazing, and why would you want to leave? And I didn't. As I'm doing all that, I hear my name called out, and I said, no, thank you. I'm like, I'm happy here. I'm staying here. I'm enjoying this. I'm not leaving this. Then I heard my name again, and I'm like, oh, do I have to answer? I said, maybe if I answer, they'll let me come back. So I answered, and the moment I answered to my name, it was gone, and back right there with the EMTs, no longer in heaven. Then they just started letting me know what was going on, what happened, that I had actually had the heart attack. They had to perform CPR and shock my heart to get me back. And he said that it was about 2 to 2.5 minutes that I had been dead, that had no heartbeat. I ended up having a tear in one of my arteries, a very small tear. They gave me some heart medications and said that I should be all right, and that it should heal up on its own. And that I was only in the hospital for 2 days, and I was able to go home. I really believe the Lord let me go through this for my daughter, so that she can have that reassurance and know that heaven's real, God's real, Jesus is real, and it's all worth it. Just to know that whatever you go through on this earth, in this earthly life, as bad and as hard as it is, it's worth it to know Jesus as your Savior and to trust God with all you're going through. There is nothing on this earth that can even give you a comprehension of how amazing and glorious the peace and the joy is up there. The knowledge of knowing that heaven is there waiting on me, on everyone that trusts and believes in Him, it's just amazing.